we are very blessed to have had an investment of the U.S. Treasury last year of $250 million in capital, which really gave us the runway to expand our operations both in the United States, including Puerto Rico, and our shareholder has also contributed significant capital for this growth stage that we're in. And so we're very excited and very proud that we are delivering on those results. Just to give you some numbers, today we're here to report that in Puerto Rico we grew our deposits by, year over year, we grew our deposits by 93%. We grew our loan portfolio by 30%. And just to put that into context for you, in the United States, we grew our loan portfolio by 23 and 24 in deposits. So the message is that Puerto Rico is outpacing and outperforming our mainland operations, which is great. And the reason for that is because we're seeing economic activity in Puerto Rico, we're seeing expansion in the economy, we're seeing unemployment drop, we're seeing companies making investments in areas like distribution and food and in construction and the like. And so, like we say in English, rising tides floats all ships. And so there's this level of optimism in Puerto Rico that gives us great confidence that these results are going to continue. And important, I'd like you to hear from Carlos Eduardo Escotet, who is a member of our board and son of our primary shareholder, because he sits on multiple boards across different countries of the group, and he can give you perspective as to where Puerto Rico fits in our global strategy.
Thank you, Cali. Well, as Cali mentioned, we've been very surprised with the growth that Puerto Rico has shown. It has overpassed all estimations by the economists. And more than data, what we like about Puerto Rico right now is the optimism that you feel all around the island. I think there's opportunities popping everywhere, and us as Banesco USA here in Puerto Rico, we want to be part of that and help our clients, participating in that growth. As Cali mentioned, I have the honor of also being in other boards in other countries, and I have to say that comparatively, Puerto Rico is very well positioned. All countries go through cycles, and some countries are going through a different cycle than Puerto Rico right now. So we're very optimistic about Puerto Rico as well, and we're planning to be here for a very long time. And with Maritza here doing what she has been doing all the time, even more.
Yes, we are. I'm honored and very grateful to be named president of the Puerto Rico market. We will continue expanding, penetrating the segment that we target, it's basically the commercial and industrial segment, and also the real estate, what we call the commercial real estate. We've been able to grow our business steadily since we started I joined the bank in 2012, and we've steadily grown the business and expanded our customer base. We're very excited with the optimism that we see in all sectors, and we plan to continue expanding.
I'd like to add to that, Maritza, the title as president of the Puerto Rico market, I think is a critical message. Not only for our employee base, of which 52% are women, but also for all women, young professionals, students, to see that someone like Maritza has reached the top of the organization. And I think she's an inspiration. She's incredibly committed to the community, to the island, to making this a better place to live and to work. And so I think she's really a role model for all people, but particularly for young women. I think it's a great message.
Now, can we go back to your plans for the rest of the year? You mentioned things here and there about new segments and bringing in more staff.
Yes, absolutely. We've expanded, and we're actually completing an expansion of our offices in Atorrey, and we're hiring. We're hiring, new bankers. We are in the need of hiring new people that will come and contribute to our plan in this year and in the coming years. In addition, we plan to expand in the professional segments, the Act 60, in our area. In San Juan, we think that that's something that definitely will grow. One thing that I would like to mention as well is the fact that we've been approved, Banesco Puerto Rico has been approved as a depository institution, government depository institution. So that's something that we plan also to expand and penetrate the government sector.
What do you have to offer to these last 60 individuals and the other professionals that you mentioned that you would like to bring into the bank?
We have a very robust online platform that they use. They do not like to come to the branch, so definitely they want to transact over the online banking. And also we do have investment products, CDs, money markets, which are very, very competitive. And I think most of all, we provide personalized service. We're very, very oriented to understanding their needs and providing tailored solutions that will help them with their plans.
I think really important, I think it's important to mention for the Act 60s that are out there that may be watching this is that because we're a Florida headquartered bank, our core services are in English. Our call center speaks English fluently. All of our technology platforms are in English. And very importantly, our routing and transit number is Florida based. So when it comes to moving money efficiently, Banesco USA is really the best option, including Zelle, by the way.
And the only bank that offers in Puerto Rico Zelle because of our routing number.
Right. Part of our DNA as a bank, we invest heavily around the world in technology. And we don't believe in necessarily creating our own. We partner with the best out there. And so with Banesco, we partnered with the best fintechs in terms of online banking, mobile banking, payment systems, so that we really have, in our estimation and from what our clients tell us, by far the best electronic banking platform in Puerto Rico, which should be very attractive to both our commercial clients as well as professionals and Act 60 residents.
Yes, we provided the financing for the VA Hero Center in Atorrey. That's a facility that is rented to the Veterans Administration, and it's unique in terms of the services that we'll provide to the veterans in Puerto Rico and in the region.
How much was that financing? Are you at liberty to say?
Sure. Yes, $38.2 million.
$38.2 million.
And you know what we're very proud of is we're very proud of our armed forces, and we know that Puerto Rico contributes an enormous amount of resources to our armed forces, and the fact that we were able to help in some way by financing this facility and that's going to provide health care for our veterans makes us very proud.
You mentioned that you have seen what's going on in different countries and how every one of them has their own cycle. What do you think Puerto Rico is going through right now?
Well, I think we're going through probably, one of the best times we've seen in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had some previous years that there were some challenges in. But again, going back to what you see, what economists always talk about is the data. The data is there to support these arguments. But more important than that is, again, the optimism that you feel all around the different industries. So I think it's very important to recognize that Puerto Rico has done an excellent job in organizing the finances, and I think they have a strategic plan for the next years that will put the island in a very advantageable position in the Caribbean, but also around the world.